often measure progress in small steps. And this has to do with a conversation between Adlai Stevenson and the representative of a country which has a possession out in the Pacific, not in Africa, because there has actually never been any what we would call practicing cannibalism in Africa. There's been some ritualistic cannibalism, but cannibalism for eating's sake has not, so the anthropologists tell us, has not been practiced on the African continent. But in some of the Pacific islands, it has been practiced. And this conversation had to do with progress being made by the administering authority over this island in doing away with cannibalism in that island. And this delegate said to Adlai Stevenson, "We're making progress." He said, "It's slow, but we're making progress." He said, in fact, as a result of our preaching to the natives against cannibalism today, in these days, on Fridays, the natives are now only eating fishermen. Well, now, I would like to say a few things about the United Nations. As good, as fine, as decent a community as it can possibly be. To make it possible for Atlanta, for the state of Georgia, for the nation of the United States to be just as good, as morally good, and as strong as it can possibly be. Because our nation, not by any option on its part, and not even by its volition, has come to possess a position of leadership in the world which is unparalleled in the history of nations. No nation has ever borne the responsibilities internationally, relations among nations of leadership that the United States bears today. The extent to which we as citizens help this country reach its maximum potential of strength, of prestige, of leadership is as fine a contribution as any individual can make, not only to his country, but indirectly to the cause of peace and human advancement in the world. And so it's encouraging, it's inspiring to me to see in the city of Atlanta, which in many respects is a much maligned city, as indeed most cities are, north or south, as a matter of fact. I come from one which is very much maligned, and there are plenty of reasons for criticizing New York. Here at the table, before I got up, we were talking about the hotel situation, and that came up because when I got off the plane this morning and was tackled at the airport at the press, there were quite a few of the reporters present with mics and so on. I came from the United Nations. I'm supposed to be dealing with the problems and issues and the anxieties of the wide world. These men immediately jumped me on the question of Atlanta hotels, and specifically, had I been turned down at an Atlanta hotel. We stuck pretty well to the Dinky Plaza. But well, I want to congratulate you because you're here exactly because your interests are broad, because you are concerned with making this a better community, making this nation a stronger and a better nation, and thereby making the world a stronger and better world. I am happy to be in such company. I am